Flutter is a great framework for building cross-platform mobile apps for Android, iOS, and for the web. Before getting started with Flutter, it's really important to understand the fundamentals of Dart. Dart is the language that you actually used to build Flutter applications. The next couple lessons, we're going to talk about programming with Dart. So Dart is actually the programming language that's underneath Flutter. Flutter is a framework on top of Dart that is used to create user interfaces in mobile applications. Dart, though, is the core language you're going to be actually using throughout all of your application development. The first place to look for information about Dart is dart.dev, the main Dart website. When you come to the website, you can look at the overview section where there's some samples, links to the languages, links to the core libraries, development, tools, tips, and other information. For more detailed information, you can go into the docs directory. And of course, there's the community and information to get the Dart SDK. Another thing worth noting in here is the package site pub.dev. You'll be coming back to this site frequently to find useful tools to add into your applications. Also in this site, you'll find a couple other links that are important. The one that I want to point out is this Try Dart up here. Go ahead and click on that, and it'll open up this tool that's called Dartpad in your browser. And this allows you to actually run Dart right in your browser and do some coding without actually having to install it locally. Now, there's a couple things to note in here. One is that on the left side is the actual code that you'll be updating, that you'll be running. Over on the right is where the output will be put. So go ahead and run this by clicking the Run button up here, and you'll see that its output is going to be Hello World, and we'll talk about the code here in a second. But here you see the output of that is Hello World, and I did that by clicking this Run button here. This particular instance of Dartpad also includes a couple other examples, functions, control flow, strings, and other examples. This one is very specific to Dart, the way it's configured. There's also a variation of this. If you go to dartpad.dev, you can actually get a more robust version, and you'll see that it's just slightly different layout, but actually performs it actually performs the same features and functions. This one comes with a couple other capabilities, though. It allows you to do some sharing, but it also is good to show you that you can actually run the Flutter applications in here as well as the Dart. So this is the Dart logo, and these are the Flutter logos. And so we're not going to get too much into this right now, but here's the Flutter code, and then you run that, and then the Flutter UI will show up on the right here. So for now, though, we're going to just go back and talk a little bit more about Dart.